Hi, welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. If you enjoy my reading, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel in order to be notified when I upload new weekly and monthly videos. Now today I'll be doing a general monthly reading for each of the astrological signs for the month of October 2017. As the reading focuses on the general energy surrounding all of the signs this month, the messages may or may not resonate with you. For a more personalized reading that focuses specifically on you, please contact me at the email listed in the description box or the About section of this channel, changingphasestarot@gmail.com. You can also find pricing and more information about readings on my website, also listed in the description box below. Please check out my channel for general weekly readings, extended weekend readings, and daily tarot snapshot readings. And you can also join me on my Facebook page, Changing Phases Tarot. Now, for our monthly reading today, I will be doing a 10-card Celtic cross spread, plus one additional card from the bottom of the deck for the overall energy for the month of October. I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. There will be one additional guidance card from the Soulful Woman Guidance card deck. And I'll also pull an additional card from the Soul's Journey Oracle card deck to complement the reading. So I'm wishing you all a wonderful month of October, and I'll see you in a minute for your reading. All right, so let's get into your reading, Scorpio. So we are looking for the energies for the water sign Scorpio for the month of October 2017. Energies for Scorpio for the month of October 2017. Here's the messages for the water sign Scorpio for the month of October 2017. Energies for Scorpio for the month of October 2017. Just a little more, so I have been shuffling off camera. So Scorpio energies for the month of October. Okay, we had two come out there. We'll take that with that. And that one. I've seen two come out. Tell you what they are as soon as I lay them down here. That's funny. I just finished Sagittarius, and they had the exact same card in the exact same position, except for in the reverse. Okay, 2017. Okay, now they're just falling off. All right, so divide this into 3. And just do the last 4, and then I will tell you what they are, and then I'll draw the other cards. Okay, so we have at the center of the reading, Major Arcana, the Fool. That is being crossed by the 10 of Cups. In your foundation, you have Major Arcana number 11, Justice. In the past position, you have Major Arcana number 6, the Lovers. Crowning your reading, you have the 8 of Swords. In the future position, you have the King of Wands. You in the reading are the 4 of Pentacles. Your surrounding energy is the Knight of Cups. Your hopes and fears, you have the 7 of Wands. Wow, nice energy. For the outbound energy, you have Major Arcana, number 1, the Magician. And the energy at the bottom of the deck for the month of October for you, Scorpio, is the 5 of Wands. Okay, now let me just pull the oracle cards, and then I'll set everything up so we can take a look at the cards better. Okay, so first I'll pull one card from the Soul's Journey Oracle card deck by James Von Pratt. Spirit, one additional message for Scorpio for the month of October 2017. So we're looking for one card for the water sign Scorpio for October 2017. Scorpio, October 2017. So we'll divide this into 3, and we'll go with this one. All right, so our card is Balance. Very nice. And the Balance card says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Okay, so let me put that over there. And I will also pull one card from the Soulful Woman Guidance card deck. One additional message for Scorpio for the month of October 2017. And one additional card for the water sign Scorpio, October 2017. Scorpio, October 2017. Again, divide into 3. Go with this one, and we have Asking Opens a Pathway. And it says, when I ask questions of my inner being, I discover that beautiful and helpful answers always come to me. Okay, so just give me 1 second, Scorpio, and I'll be back with your reading. All right, so let's get into your messages, Scorpio. And these are the messages for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of October 2017. Now, we had at the bottom of the deck as the overall energy for the reading, the 5 of Wands. Now, typically the 5s in the tarot, they deal with change. This particular 5, it's fire energy, and fire energy is all about action. It's about, the day-to-day sort of getting things done in life. And this one, it does represent conflict. So this card could indicate that in the month of October, that you are in the midst of some type of conflict, or there's competing energy around you, and this might be impacting your ability to move forward with something in your life. And rather than being able to work together with others, you're kind of coming up against this conflict, and maybe it's your point of view that's being challenged, right? This could be, not necessarily a huge conflict. It could just be something at work, right? A workplace. Maybe somebody at work, they don't agree with your point of view on something, or maybe there's been some type of conflicting situation there with regards to a new job, right? Maybe you're going out for the same position as a colleague of yours in the department, right? But we know that with this particular card and in this deck, we can see that there's the man. There are 3 men here, sort of facing each other. We have 2 lions going up against each other there, but really nobody is really trying to hurt the other person, right? We see that, they're not seriously trying to harm the other people here. It's more about intimidation. So the 3 men are carrying their swords to intimidate the others. The 2 lions are showing their teeth. They're baring their teeth to sort of intimidate each other. But nobody's actually going in to harm anybody, right? Nobody's going in for the kill here. So it's just trying to obtain the alpha position in, the top position in the situation. So if this is a situation at work, it could just be competition. So maybe you have put your resume in for a certain position in the department, right? Or maybe you submitted it outside of where you're currently working, and there are a lot of candidates for that one position. So it's that type of energy, right? It's not the Seven of Wands energy where there's more of a battle and really needing to defend yourself. This one, it's more about competition, sort of power struggles, that type of energy during the month of October. Okay. What you have at the center of your reading, and there's a definite energy here surrounding the entire reading, Scorpio, that has to do with there's change, there's decisions, right? But basically saying that everything is sort of up to you. Everything is in your hands here. But let's get into it. The Fool is then at the center of our reading here, and the Fool is the 0 card in the Major Arcana, and is all about new beginnings. Okay, so having that as the center of the reading for October definitely shows that there are new things coming in at the beginning of the month, new things, on the horizon for the month of October. And it has to do with taking chances. It speaks of unlimited potential and kind of having that blind faith, right, that things will work out. And we know that many times when we start off on a new path, when we start off on a new adventure or a new, if this does have to do with a job, starting off on leaving one more secure job and starting off on another or in another position, sometimes it can be a little daunting, and we might, we have to sort of take that leap of faith in order to do so. And this card, if we see in this particular deck, we have a woman who is here as the Fool, right? But same idea. She's there. She's perched on the edge of a cliff, right? She's ready to step off, so she's fearless, right? She's ready to step off and begin that new journey. She has butterflies surrounding her, so renewal, rebirth energy around her, right? But she's unaware of any type of challenge or any type of danger that might be on the path. Because obviously, if you're stepping off of a cliff, right, you don't kind of know. I mean, you could be fine, right? There could be something down below that will catch you, and you're fine, or you could just fall, and So there's an energy of needing to be cautious, right, of ever-present dangers that might appear on this new path. What's crossing it, which definitely brings in a more, a positive sort of feel to the energies with this new beginning. It's crossed by the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is a card that embodies happiness, emotional fulfillment, contentment, right? It's it's the peak of the cups cards, or the pit cards in the cup suit. So cups is all about emotions and feelings. For this particular card, it speaks particularly in the area of relationships and family. There's a definite feel of peace, of harmony, of love, having your dreams and wishes come true, right? You're feeling very happy, feeling very fortunate. And, as it is a 10 card, it also indicates, completion of a particular cycle, right? And it also asks you to sort of stop for a moment and appreciate everything that you have accomplished so far. I'd be grateful for the blessings that you have in your life right now, before you sort of step off and out onto this new path with the Fool energy there. Also, it tells you to sort of seek out opportunities that might make you feel fulfilled, that are more aligned with your personal values. So if this is setting off on a new path, just be more in tune, use your intuition, be more in tune with what path really is more in line with the personal values, right? And you just need to do what feels right for you and only you, right? It's not about living your life for other people. It's about finding the best path, just like with the Fool following a new path, that works best for you, okay? And what we have in the foundation of the reading, our foundation is the Justice card, another Major Arcana card. This is number 11 in the Major Arcana, and it's a card that represents, like the title of it suggests, it represents fairness, honesty, acting in an ethical manner, It also has to do with decision making and cautions us to weigh all of the sides before making important decisions, right? Weigh things up um, before stepping out, yeah, on possibly this new path, but needing to weigh up everything, make the decision. And you see that she holds here in one hand, she holds a sword, which is, it's the air energy, it's the truth, it's also being brave and facing whatever challenges might be coming in. But then she also has the scales in the other hand. And the scales are obviously for justice, right? And being fair. And she stands above a river of truth, and it sort of represents this fine balance that it takes at times to find the truth in a situation. So even though certain things in our life may seem unjust, right, at times, just know that trust in the divine order of the universe and trust in the fact that things are working out for you. Sometimes when the justice card appears, it could have to do with an actual court related matter. So this could be dealing with a judge. This could be dealing with, anything legal, the documents, things like that. But it's a positive card. So, I mean, it does show, and with these two positive cards in the beginning, I mean, it's definitely a yes. If you have been waiting for some type of um, answer about, legal proceedings, there's a yes coming through with this card. And this might have to do with these new beginnings that you have here related to families and needing, right, the battle card there, the Five of Wands, again, change coming in. So, there's good news, it looks like, on the horizon with regards to anything to do with contracts, legal, things like of that nature. The contract could have to do with you getting a new job, signing that contract as well. So, positive energy with the justice and the foundation of the reading. In the past position, we have another card that has to do with choices. This is another major arcana, number 6, the Lovers. Now, this card is, yes, it's associated with relationships that are important for personal growth and development. And as the soul, known as the soulmates card, it definitely, has to do with relationships, strong connections to other people. And this could be either a romantic relationship, or it could be more of a friendship or a business partnership, but it also has to do with decisions, particularly decisions that are head or heart decisions, right? Needing to choose between sort of what our intellect tells us and what our heart is telling us to do. So there are decisions to be made, it looks like, or maybe that since this is in the past position, you made a decision in the past month or so, right, leading into the month of October. This could actually be a decision with regards to work, right? Maybe made a decision to try out for a new position, right, to go for a higher position. And that set you off on this new path here in the middle with the Fool. But the decision, it just tells us to that by partnering up with other people, if we go with the partnerships, which also has to do with, with the work card there, the Five of Wands, um, many times, we're stronger by partnering up with somebody, right, at a certain moment in our life than trying to face and defend ourselves and face certain situations alone. So maybe part of this new path here has to do with partnering up with somebody else, right? And you might be saying, or you might have had a decision where you have to choose, between something, either choosing logically or emotionally. You went with the emotions, and there, that it indicates a strong connection with somebody else, right, with another person. So that looks like, that's what sort of brought you to where you find yourself here in the center. What's your crowning energy, what's been on your mind is cerebral energy here. We have swords energy, and swords is air. It's the air suit, and that has to do with our thoughts, right? Things that we think about, things that we have on our mind. And the Eight of Swords, it's a card that kind of indicates being or feeling trapped, right? Because you're not actually trapped, but you're feeling trapped and stuck in a situation. But the card also reminds us that, this entrapment is more mental than anything else. And we see here that the woman on the card, she is encircled by swords, and she has, the crows are the ones sort of flying around her and have her tied up, and she's blind. She has a blindfold on, so she feels sort of unable to see in a situation, unable to move. But it is all in her mind, right? All she really has to do is remove the blindfold and step through the swords, and she can escape. So you might be thinking that you're stuck in a certain situation. If this does have to do with this, more of a work-related situation, it is only an illusion, right? It's all in your mind. So this feeling of restriction or being bound to a certain job or feeling helpless, right? Not knowing if you should get out of the position or stay in it. It's really just it's in your mind, right? So it's not real. So once you sort of see it as that, you know that you have everything that you need to break free from the ties and to continue on your journey. So it really is, it's just, getting out of your mind more and understanding that you're not trapped, right? You have made a decision here and you can move on. There are new things coming in here. In the future position, we have an energy that, is very good for getting out of this Eight of Swords energy here. It's the King of Wands. Now, the Wands suit is fire energy, so this is all about action and taking action, moving forward, and this has to do with the day-to-day activities in our lives, right? So work and, things like that. And he comes in as a very creative person, right? Very ambitious, charismatic, inspiring. So with this in the future position, we know that court cards, this could be sort of one of three things. It could be either a person, an actual person, coming into the month of October, coming into your life, Scorpio. And this would typically be an older male fire sign. So this would be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, right? Doesn't necessarily have to be a man. We know that in the general readings, the court cards they're not gender specific. So this could be an older fire sign woman as well. Court cards can also represent events in our lives, and they can also represent the energy that we take on, right? So this might be you, Scorpio, even though you're a water sign, this might be you taking on the energy of the King of Wands. And acting more, like a strong leader, very assertive, sort of a force to be reckoned with. And the King of Wands is a true leader, right? As somebody who's very enthusiastic, has a lot of energy to get things done, has great vision, right? Great insight. We see here on the card, he has, around him, he has the lion, right? Surrounded by the lion and the dragon. So those are symbols of sort of fire, strength. He also has a crystal ball here down the bottom. And that shows his insight, right? His source of inspiration and great vision. He's the type of person who can, sort of come in, sweep people off their feet. Very passionate about what he's doing here. So this might be you as you move through the month of October. Right? You might be taking on this King of Wands energy, going after whatever it is you made a decision about here, right? Or this could be, again, a person, fire sign, older fire sign, male or female, in your life during October. Now, how you come up in the reading, you're represented as the Four of Pentacles. And this is earth energy, and know that earth energy has to do with earthly, tangible, material things in our life. So things like work and money and homes and things that we can physically, hold and see in the material, in the physical realm. The Four of Pentacles in particular, fours are all about stability, right? So they do represent stability. This particular card represents more of a desire to maintain control, or like we see with the woman here, and trying to hold on to what she has, right? So the Four of Pentacles It's about wanting to hold on to your possessions, what you've managed to obtain in life, right? And, it's important to plan carefully and to be wise about spending and to want to hold on to our finances. But this card sometimes can kind of be, sometimes it's called the miser card. It's that, you need to be careful that you're not too possessive or too controlling with your money, right? She looks a little smug here, thinking that, oh, I've managed to achieve all of this and I have all of this here. And you see the tree, there's lots of fruit here. She has lots of things around her, material possessions, but she looks unwilling to share, right? She looks as if she would rather be on her own with everything that she has managed to acquire rather than risking losing them. So it sometimes cautions us to not try to hold on to, sometimes when you try to hold on to something that tightly, it's not good, right? You need to sort of release a little the hold that you have on your material possessions in order for, again, new things to come in. So, take a step back, know that everything is working out. You don't have to, you need to be careful, but you don't have to be, a miser and worry that much about things, because you definitely have new things coming in, which is, here we see in the surrounding energy, what we have is a Knight of Cups. And, here is Cups energy finally, right, for you, Scorpio. And we know that the Knight of Cups, this would be, another water sign. Again, it's a cup, so I'm sorry, it's a court card, so this could be an actual person. If it is, it's going to be a younger water sign. Could be male or female. So this would be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And this person is often known as the Knight in Shining Armor, right? It's that very sensitive, strong person who brings in, you see he's holding a cup, right? He's holding this new offer of love, because obviously cups is water energy, so emotions. So he's bringing in some type of romantic offering, request, invitation, right? Definitely ruled by his heart. So, with the love as being a head or heart decision, this person here is definitely ruled by his heart, by his emotions. And while he is very passionate, right, very sort of romantic, passionate, dreamy type of character, he can also be quite temperamental. So at times he can be overly sensitive, right, overly emotional, and sometimes prone to fantasy, right, living a little too much in that fantasy world and love and emotions than in the real world, and thinking with his head. So again, with this around you, this could be new offerings of love, right, of an emotional nature, or this could also be offerings that bring you emotional happiness. So it doesn't necessarily have to be an offering of love. If we try, to tie this back here to the rest of the cards, this could be a new offering of work coming in, or something that makes you emotionally happy, a new offering that brings great emotional fulfillment to your life. So it could be that type of offering. What you have in your hopes and fears position, you have the Seven of Wands. Now, we have the Five of Wands over here, and I mentioned the Seven of Wands. It's a different energy because it's a warrior energy, right? This is somebody who really is defending himself here, okay? It's unlike this one where it's more about conflict. Here, the person is defending himself, and he's surrounded by six wands, right, facing him. Again, fire energy here. And he is, he sits atop this winged dragon, right? And he has a shield and he has a dragon and he's higher up than they are. So even though he faces this conflict, he's outnumbered and appears to be a little caught off guard, actually has the upper hand here, right? So it just tells us that, yes, there might be conflict. You might be facing some type of conflict during the month and might be called upon to defend your position, right? Defend your beliefs, defend yourself for whatever reason. But you have the upper hand here. And when we see the last card, which is the outbound energy, this is a definite, there's no doubt that you have everything that you need to achieve what it is that you're looking to achieve this month, Scorpio. You have the Magician card, and the Magician is number 1. So you have the Fool, which is the 0 card, and you also have the 1, which is the card that comes immediately after it. And the Magician, he's the major arcana. He represents creative power, determination. He's very strong-willed, very ambitious, right? And next to this King of Wands here, a very strong energies. So this Magician, he has everything that he needs to manifest, to achieve what he wants in life, right? He has, on the card, he has as his tools a cup, a wand, right? Pentacle, sword. So he has all of the elements of the universe, including spirit, to help him achieve and attain what he wants to. So it's a card that sort of, it indicates the potential of, and also reminds us to go after these opportunities, right? Act consciously and deliberately, but also to know that we have everything that we need right here, right? We have everything to make, or to get the new job, right? To achieve whatever we want to achieve, setting out on this new path. This is a very powerful, positive card, positive energy that you have leaving the month of October and going into November, Scorpio. Now, the 2 oracle cards that we have, I'll begin with the Soulful Woman card, and I'll read from the guidance book that tells us the meaning of the card. And this particular card is number 14, Asking Opens a Pathway. And it says, whenever I don't know what to do, I turn within and ask for guidance and answers. Then they come, sometimes slowly, sometimes quickly, a knowing, a sense, an image, a name, a next step, a possible pathway, right? Just like here with the Fool. I'm discovering that answers come to me when I ask for them, and when I give myself enough time and space to listen for them and receive them. I know that it is essential to ask for guidance with the exception that I will receive it. With the expectation that I will receive it. I wait calmly and quietly for fresh insights and ideas to flow towards me. Asking gives me a sense of positive expectation and opens me to a world of possibility. I am learning to ask wiser questions all the time. Asking opens the door to new information and fresh energy and the unexpected. And the Balance card, the last card that we have from the Soul's Journey deck by James Van Praagh. Balance says, balance means bringing a sense of stability and wholeness into every area of your life. Many times when you look at a situation objectively, you will resonate with one side more than the other. Try not to view either as good or bad, but simply recognize that it is. The true nature of the scales of balance, so we had the scales here with the Justice card, is to give both sides of a situation your objective perspective. It can be difficult to understand the side that you don't relate to, but that is a lesson in life. We can tie this back to the 5 of Wands card, right? The conflicting, the opposing ideas here. Understanding that many times we'll come across or have to confront people or stand up to people who have opposing views. But that's a lesson in itself, it says. What is it about you that prevents you from giving both sides of the coin your non-judgmental assessment? This situation or person has been placed in your path to teach you that everyone has his or her own unique, authentic life story, and you must put yourself in that person's shoes to really understand his or her motivation. Balance is a godly virtue, and if it is struck, you will reap the benefits of insight and compassion. I think that, those cards do go along well with the rest of the cards in our reading. And as the main message, it definitely seems like there are new beginnings, right? Setting off on new paths, needing to stand your ground, right? There will, or you might encounter some obstacles, right? Or have to defend yourself in some way. But I definitely see newness, right? New beginnings, and just that knowing that you can go after whatever it is that you're setting out to go after with the Fool card. But just maintain be fair, right? Be fair, be open to these new paths, and just know that it's a yes, right? You will be able to achieve it during the month of October. So thank you for joining me again today, Scorpio. I do hope that the messages have helped you in some way, and I wish you a month full of success and positive energies, and I look forward to reading for you again next month. Take care, and I'm sending you much peace, love, and light. Bye.